Given the video I made yesterday, this is going to be a short follow-up in response to Felix, PewDiePie's response to the Wall Street Journal, since his video came out sort of after I was really able to properly respond to it in my previous video. He basically brought up all the points that everyone has said about the topic. The Wall Street Journal article and the video was nothing short of a direct attack and hit piece made for the express purpose of silencing PewDiePie. Why? Because he represents everything the legacy media is terrified of with the changing times. That is, he is capable of reaching a massive audience, and he cannot be controlled or reined in. He is free to say whatever the hell he wants to his audience, and no media gatekeeper can manipulate it. That is a terrifying prospect for these people who are used to being able to set the agenda on everything, because he serves as an exemplar that the traditional way the media has operated is quickly fading to dust. Luckily, they do shit like this and produce a piece of libelous propaganda that can be clearly and easily disproven by simply watching the videos they accuse of including anti-Semitic messages, as they happily stab themselves in the back with a 1,000-degree knife. And revealing even further just how corrupt and untrustworthy the mainstream media is. The already rapidly declining public opinion and faith in these traditional media sources is only being aided by shit like this slanderous article. Oh, you thought we were dubious before? Well, watch and learn, as we illustrate just how completely and utterly amoral, biased, and totally farcical we are. They are digging their own grave deeper and deeper every time they engage in some shit like this pathetic attempt at a character assassination. And what have they done now that Pewds has not only made an official statement denouncing his association with the Daily Stormer and other neo-Nazi organizations, but also reaffirmed his statements in a new video? Oh yeah, of course, just keep going with it. I mean, the dicks at Wired are at least apparently afraid enough that this isn't a battle they should maybe fight, because they changed the scathing article title from calling Felix a Nazi hero to just saying he took jokes too far.
It's afraid.
Wow, I wonder why that might be. Oh wait, what's this?
Do you have any idea how much power we collectively really have?
Emma puts out this article on Wired saying PewDiePie was always kinda racist, but now he's a hero to Nazis. So I noticed there was a Verizon ad, and we just simply tweeted at Verizon saying, "Why are you supporting Wired for lying and slandering PewDiePie? I'm canceling my Verizon internet and cell plan. Retweet if you will too." Over 500 retweets. And now the same exact article has a new title. PewDiePie's fall shows the limits of laughing out loud. Just kidding.
Mainstream media, I think you just got, cucked.
Yeah, maybe calling the biggest guy on YouTube a Nazi isn't really going to turn out so well for you, now is it? Thank you, Keemstar, by the way, you lovable prick. The Wall Street Journal has also put out an article in response to his response, where the three massive cucks who wrote the original hit piece said they stand by the article. I'm getting that quote from The Verge, by the way, because I wouldn't wipe up dog puke with the Wall Street Journal after this charade, let alone pay for access. Oh, and speaking of The Verge, they put up another article saying that Pewds should stop playing the victim and liken him to Trump, yeah, the other guy the media has been trying to commit a character assassination on for the last year. Oh, stupid Pewds, stop criticizing the media for slandering you and costing you millions of dollars. You're not the victim here. All the Jews who were literally killed by your jokes are the real victims. Also, Kotaku, the absolute garbage can, is predictably dead set on maintaining this shitty Nazi narrative. Yeah, keep running this PewDiePie's a Nazi horse shit because the Daily Stormer says it's the #1 PewDiePie fan site, who have hilariously changed the banner on their website to this beautiful work of art featuring the fuckboys who wrote the article. This is the exact same thing they did when David Duke offered his support of Trump. Speaking of comparing the two totally unrelated dudes, the corrupt mainstream media said that Duke's endorsement was solid, irrefutable proof that Trump is a card-carrying grand wizard in the Klan. But do you see how backwards that argumentation is? I mean, totally ignoring the fact that Californian Klansmen donated 20,000 buckaroonies to the Hillary's campaign, that line of reasoning means that if there's ever a time where a racist, or sexist, or an actual neo-Nazi skinhead likes something or someone, that object of their affection is by virtue of some sort of transitive property now also racist, or sexist, or literal Hitler. Of course, the best thing about the left and the legacy media these days is that they call everyone a racist, sexist, neo-Nazi. Which means there's certainly countless people reading shit like the Wall Street Journal who are therefore Nazis. And as such, by their own logic, the Wall Street Journal is endorsed by Nazis and is a white supremacist news source. I mean, sorry fellas, but that's what happens when your worldview relies on your ability to constantly perform mental gymnastics. Because I'm a Nazi, as I am sure I would be labeled by the mainstream media, though I'm not, but hey, hang on, just in case, here's a meme to make it overly evident. 1488. Okay, we ready? I'm a Nazi. Let's get ready to get our Reich on. I'm going to go to the Wall Street Journal's video they made about Felix, and I'm going to like it. Extra, read all about it. No neo-Nazi Aiden Paladin endorses white supremacist neo-Nazi newspaper Wall Street Journal. But speaking of the video itself, Felix is clearly pissed about this slanderous garbage, and although he did not say anything about possible legal retaliation, having, as I have said, watched him pretty much every day for a little over a year, seen him when he's in an actual vulnerable and emotional position, when he chose to end his Bertabo vlogs due to stress, by the way, fucking filming the Scare Pewdiepie show that's now in the can, I think I have maybe just a little bit of authority, at least enough to say that I don't think I have ever seen him anywhere near this angry. I also didn't watch back when he was doing more gameplay stuff, so I don't know if he was a bit more of a Markiplier, cry for the camera type guy back then, but he seemed really gracious to the people sticking up for him, and that at least made me look like an Indian in an anti-littering commercial a bit. Please mock me. Anyway, he gives the names of the 3 cucks who crafted the hit piece on him, so just all of his 53 million subscribers know exactly who is responsible for this attack on him. Who is responsible for all this hatred and slander being plastered all over across pretty much every mainstream media outlet. Who is responsible for canceling season 2 of Scare Pewdiepie? Who is responsible for making Felix look like he's gonna cry? So yeah, Wall Street Journal. Rolf Winkler. Jack Nycass, and Ben Fritz. Watch the fuck out. You know this guy's fans call themselves an army. You know this guy is worth millions. Prepare your butts, because there is a big rubber bro fist headed straight up to where the sun don't shine. And Pewds did what I said I thought he would, that he would bounce back and he would not back down. He did apologize for potentially offending people, but he maintained his right to free speech. He didn't bend over and flagellate himself in penance. He just said he doesn't support any hate groups, and he was sorry to those who found offense at the joke. But what he said that made me actually audibly say, "Fuck yes," in this video is this.
I'm still making videos. Nice try, Wall Street Journal. Try again, motherfuckers.
That's right, assholes. Nice frickin' try. You can't control him. You cannot stop him. You cannot stop any of us, and that is why they are shaking in their proverbial boots. They know they are dying, they know they are fossils because of the new media, which is free from their grubby mitts, and in a desperate attempt, they release this disgusting piece of libel in a blatant attempt to tear down a man who made millions by entertaining children, a man who has raised millions of dollars for various charities, and as he said, yeah, that's a thing you're never gonna see brought up by his detractors. He most recently raised $2 million for a charity called RED, which helps to prevent the spread of AIDS. Wow, do you know who is most susceptible to AIDS? Why, it's young gay men. Particularly young, gay, black men. Jesus, what a fucking Nazi, am I right? He says they're the ones normalizing hatred, and he's completely correct. Who are the ones saying it's okay to punch Nazis? Oh, why, it's these same people calling everyone Nazis, including Felix. Yeah, who's the one inciting violence and hatred here again? Anyway, this is why they tried to assassinate his career. Because he is emblematic of everything the legacy media fears about the new media, and all of us who are trying to make content should have the exact same response towards these pathetic, unscrupulous dinosaurs as Felix. Fuck you. Nice try. If you liked this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I'm Aiden Paladin, Altana Volt.